Welcome everybody. This is Lori Kearney and we are going to be doing a gentle yoga class. And for today's class, if you have some blocks or books or something you can use at home, maybe a blanket for your knees and a glass of water, and of course rolling out your mat. So just come to your mat into an easy seated pose. So whatever feels comfortable to you. So maybe your legs are open, maybe they're crossed. You can have your hands onto your sides. Open up your palms to the sky. And just start to breathe here. This last month has been unusual, right? This isn't always familiar when we are stopped in our tracks and need to stay home. So it's good for us to take this pause to be still. If your eyes aren't closed yet, just close your eyes and just start to notice your breath. You don't need to do anything yet. Just notice the rise and the fall of your belly. You can even put a hand on your belly if you like. When we feel overwhelmed, or maybe we watch the news too much and we feel anxious, the best thing to do is just to breathe, to come back to center, to where we are. I think that this virus is also an opportunity for many of us to find that peace within us, to be more still, to look inward, to go deeper. And now together, exhale the air out from the mouth and inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Now seal the lips as you inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. Continue with these nice long breaths. This is called an Ujjayi pranayama breath. This creates heat within our body. It also is this breath of victory. It helps us to be more calm. It tells our neural pathways in our brain to just chill out and be. Continuing to breathe. And in class, at any time that you want to take a break, just come back to breathing. We can sit in for a whole hour, and that is a yoga class, just being still and centering. Now bring your hands to your sides. And with our breath, inhale the hands up. When the breath stops, the hand stops. And then exhale, float the hands down. Beautiful, everybody. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Adding on, inhale up. Bring the hands up and gaze goes up. Bring the belly button in towards your spine. Maybe you roll your fingers in to engage your arms, lengthening through the spine. And then bring your left hand down to the ground and your right hand goes up and over. Inhale, the left hand lifts high. And exhale, lean over. Follow the breath. Let that inhale lift you up. And let the exhale just fold over to the side. And just go at your own pace with your breath. And close your eyes here. Feeling that flow with your movement and your breath. One last time here on the exhale, folding over. And together, inhale, both hands up. Again, looking towards the ceiling, extending through your spine. And now bring your left hand down and right hand goes up and over. Inhale, lift up with your breath. And exhale, leaning over. Inhale, up. Exhale, release over. Again, just listen to your own breath. How much time do you need to have your hand come up? And how much time to just fold over? Going inward, feeling the breath, that life within you. And just one more time here on the inhale, lifting up. And on the exhale, leaning over. And inhale, bring both hands up. Again, look towards the sky. Open up your hands like a V, like you're receiving from the universe. And now bring your palms together, faces forward, and your hands to heart center. Fingers are pressing hard against each other. Thumb is against your chest. Inhale, lift your chest up and roll your shoulders down. Breathe here. Now interlace the fingers. And exhale, push the palms towards me and cat your back. Shoulder blades are away from each other. Belly button is towards the spine. Inhale, lift your hands up. Maybe your gaze goes up as well. And exhale, release the hands behind your back. Fingers are going towards the back of the room. Your fingers can be tented on the mat or fingers flat on the ground. Inhale, shoulder blades together, chest is up. Exhale, lowering down. You can do that again, or option to lift the hips. Inhale, maybe you lift the hips and your head goes back. And exhale, lowering down. And now make some movement with your legs. So maybe you do the opposite cross, or if you have your legs out to the side, or if they're straight, just make some movement here. Coming up again, inhale the hands up. Bring the palms together and exhale to heart center. Again, nice strong arms as the fingers press against each other. Thumb on your chest, and as you inhale, your chest pumps up even more. And interlace the fingers. And exhale, push the hands away from you. Arch your back as hard as you can. Inhale, gaze is up and hands go up as you lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Fingers on the mat or all palms are on the mat. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Maybe your gaze goes up. Exhale, release. You can do that one more time, or option to lift your hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, coming back to center. And now bring your hands onto your knees. And again, if you want to make any movement with your legs, you can do another movement here. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards your head. And then exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. I'm getting a phone call. I guess I didn't turn my phone on. Oh, it is on do not disturb. I don't know why the phone call came through. And now we're going to roll the shoulders back. So bring the shoulders back and now bring them forward. Bring the shoulders back and forward. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Now bring your hands out to the side and just start wiggling around your wrists one direction and the other direction. If you like, you can make a fist with your hands. And we're just going to roll all the way up. So your fingers can be loose or in a fist as you go all the way up one direction. And now go the opposite direction on the way down. And now rub your hands together, get them nice and warm. And we just washed them really, really well, but we have no towels. We have to flick them to dry all the way up. Inhale up. And exhale, coming back down. Coming back to center. Doing a little neck exercise now. Inhale, nice tall spine. And bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. So you can stay right here. Option to take your right hand and put it on your head for a little bit more pressure. If you would like more, take your left hand, flex it, and push it away from you. You can stay here, or option to make some circles going towards the front of the room. So some nice big circles or small circles. And when you feel some tension, just hold it right there. And breathe through. You can feel this through your neck, your shoulder, your arms. And now doing the circles backwards 3 times. And again, holding where it feels good in your body. Releasing both hands to your knees. Nice and slow, roll your chin to your chest, keeping your spine straight, belly button towards the spine, and then over towards the left side. So left ear towards the left shoulder. Again, lots of options here. You can take that left hand on your head. If you would like, you can take the right hand. We're pushing it away from our body, keeping the spine straight, and then making some circles going forward. And just holding it in any position, releasing some of that tension, and then going the opposite direction, making some circles backwards. And then holding in that position. Releasing both hands to your knees. And again, roll the chin nice and slow towards your chest. And then inhale and bring your chin up towards the ceiling, only if it feels comfortable in your neck. Bring it up as high as you can. And then back to center. Bring your gaze over the right shoulder, as far over as you can look. Back to center. And then over to the other side. And back to center. Coming into a twist, inhale, both hands up. And then going towards the right side, the left hand is going to go on your right knee, and your other hand is behind you. You can tent the fingers or palm is down. Inhale, feel your breath going through up to the top of the head. And then exhale, let the breath help you twist. Inhale, nice tall spine. And exhale and twist. One more time, nice big inhale. Exhale and twist. And now release your back hand to your empty knee. So your arms are crossed, and then just bring them up in front of you. First option is to hug your arms here. If this feels too easy for you, if you want more, you can do eagle arms. Bring the hands up. And I'm going to be turning around every now and then so you can see some things in a 90-degree angle. Wherever you are, inhale. And then exhale, crunch forward. Pat the back. Inhale, up. Exhale, crunch. Last time, inhale, up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, up. Unravel the hands, bring them out to a T. Inhale, bring the chest up, hands out behind you. And exhale, bring the hands down to your side. Coming to the other side, inhale, up. And then twisting towards the right side, so the right hand onto the left knee, or to the left side, left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, again, nice tall spine here. Exhale, let your breath help you to twist. Inhale, feel the breath traveling as you grow taller. And exhale, use your arm muscles to help you twist. One last time as we inhale and exhale. And now release your left hand from behind you. Now we have our hands crossed the opposite way. So option to do the hug or coming into the eagle arms, bringing the palms together and arms are 90 degrees. Wherever you are, inhale and then exhale, crunch forward. Shoulder blades are separating. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up, last time. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up and unravel the hands out to a T. Take a nice big inhale, chest is up, arms go back, and exhale, coming back to center. So now we're just gonna take each hand into an elbow. So grabbing each elbow and just look down below at which arm is on top so you know to do both ways. Gaze is gonna follow your forearms throughout this whole thing. So look down and then bring the arms out to your left side. And as you inhale, gaze goes up as arms are up, and then exhale, coming back down. 2 more circles here, going at your own pace to what feels good, stretching the entire upper body. Exercise is one of the best antidepressants out there. Going the opposite direction. When you go the opposite direction, just flip the other arm on top. Exercise is the best antidepressant, and it's also the most underutilized. And so when we are stuck in home, it's good for us to move our bodies every day. Release those happy hormones. Taking care of ourselves. One last time here. And then coming back to center with your knees on your hands. We're going to just rotate the chest around. So coming around, just making some circles here, kind of like a cat-cow circle, but whatever feels good to you, going like 3, 4 times one way. I love seeing all the circles going on here, and going the opposite way. Warming up the spine. And one last circle here. We're going to be coming into boat pose next. So bring your feet onto your mat in front of you. And your hands can be either on the mat, on the ground, or they can be underneath your thighs. And lean back so you're in a V-sit. So this is boat pose. If you like, option 1 is to take one leg at a time. Maybe both legs coming up. You're really feeling good today. Maybe you bring your hands out to the sides and holding it here, working on that core strength. We're just here for 3, coming into tabletop in 2 and 1. Cross at your ankles, rock forward to tabletop pose. So here for tabletop, if you're on hardwood floors at home, you may want to take a blanket and put it underneath your knees. If you're on carpet like me, it may feel okay. We're going to be coming into cat and cow. So the knees are underneath the hips, the wrists are underneath your shoulders, and together we're going to inhale neutral spine and exhale for cat. So push your mat away from you, round the spine, bring your gaze towards your belly button. Inhale for cow pose, belly dips down, chest comes up. Exhale for cat pose. Make this as big as you can make it. Push the mat away with your feet and your hands. Inhale for cow pose. Belly dips down, chest is up. One last set here. Make this as big as you can as you come into cat and round the spine. Shoulders are separated. And inhale for cow pose as your bottom comes up, shoulder blades together. And then coming back to center. We're going to be doing a spinal balance next. So bring your right, actually I'm going to do my left leg first. Left leg out behind you. And so just press the toes onto the mat and make some movement here. So you can get some stretching in your calf, working on the range of motion in the toes and the ankle here. Whatever movement feels good to you. And then inhale as you lift the left leg up. And then everybody just bring that left hip down just a little bit so the foot is almost like we're pressing that foot against the back wall, which my foot would get really hot because the fireplace is on. And then inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, cat the back, crunch underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Option to stay here with the leg. If you would like advanced, bring the right arm out. Option to stay right here, engaging the entire body. Or if you would like to move, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen. Last time here, we can do this. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee and hand comes down, preparing for child's pose. So bring your knees out as wide as your mat. Sink your hips down, and then walk your hands out in front of you. You can have a block on your mat to put your forehead on, or maybe your forehead goes onto the mat. Sinking the head down and breathing, connecting back within your breath. My house is getting hot. I'm going to turn off my fireplace. Connect back into peace and calm, being right here in this moment. Child's pose is always a great place to hang out. If there's a pose that you're just not feeling today, just come back and hang out in child's pose. And then inhale, coming back up onto all fours, coming onto the other side. Bring the right toes out onto the mat, leg is long. And again, push the heel towards the back of the room so you're getting that calf stretch. And just work around here, getting some range of motion in your ankle and in your toes. And then when you're ready, inhale the right leg up. We tend to put our hip up, so just bring it down a little bit. And we're pressing that leg towards the back of the room, almost like it's up against a wall, so it's nice and strong. Core is engaged. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. We've been here before, so you have some options. Inhale, stay with the leg or bring the left hand up. Engage the core. Option to stay here. I'm feeling this everywhere. And exhale, knee and elbow together. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Last time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to lengthen. And now bring your hand and your knees down, coming into just a regular child's pose. The knees can just stay right where they are. Hands can go forward or by your side. You can grab your ankles. If this doesn't feel comfortable, come into extended child's pose and just breathe here. Inhale, back to tabletop pose. Coming into thread the needle next. So take your right hand up nice and high towards the sky. And then just make a circle with your wrist one direction and then the other direction. And make a big circle forward with your hand. And then a circle back with the hand. Beautiful. Inhale up. And then exhale, thread the needle. So bring that right arm underneath your body. Right elbow, right shoulder, right ear on the ground. The left hand can stay on the mat and push away. You can tent that left hand right where it's at, or you can tent it towards the front of the room. You can interlace your fingers, pushing away, or you can take the left hand and bind it on your back. Wherever you are, on your inhales, lengthen, and on the exhales, twist. One more time. Inhale, feel the spine lengthen. And on the exhale, use that arm strength and your breath to twist. Bring your left hand back to the mat for support as you inhale the right hand back up. And exhale, lowering down. Coming to the other side. Inhale that left hand up nice and high. Make a fist rotating it one direction and the other direction. And a big circle forward and a circle backwards. Inhale the left hand up and exhale, lowering it down. Thread the needle, left arm on the ground. Again, that right hand can stay on the mat. We're pressing away from the mat, or you can come in any of those binds that you did before. But use your breath on those inhales to lengthen. And on the exhale, we're using the arm strength and our breath to twist more. So going at your own pace with your breath. These twists and turns help us to release the toxins that stay stuck in our body. So they help with immunity to keep us nice and healthy. And then everybody bring your right hand back to the mat for support if it was in a bind. As you inhale that left hand up and exhale, lowering it down. We're going to be coming into our first down dog of the class. So curl your toes under and then lift your hips up nice and high for our first down dog. Our feet are hip distance apart. Our fingers are spread nice and wide, also hip distance. And just start bending one knee nice and deep and then the other knee nice and deep. Walking the dog here. Hips are up nice and high, engaging the core. Belly button is going towards the spine. And now everybody look towards the top of the mat with nice deep bent knees. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Our feet are about hip distance apart. And so you can fit about 2 wrists or 2 fists in between your hands, hanging forward for forward fold, Ragdoll pose. Your hands can be on a block in front of you. They can also be on the ground. You can have your hands in each elbow and sway side to side. You could do figure 8. Bring all the pressure onto the ball mounds of your feet instead of your heels. There's nothing going on with the head or the neck. You can shake your head yes and no. And if you have your hands interlaced with your elbows, just going the opposite direction. And lower the hands down to the ground. And then nice and slow, we're going to come up 1 vertebra at a time. Bend your knees, engage your hamstrings as you inhale, nice and slow. Coming up to stand. How is everybody doing? If you want a sip of water, go grab a sip of water right now. Give me a thumbs up. How's everybody doing? Okay, I see thumbs up. Okay, okay, good. Okay, coming into mountain pose. So feet are hip distance. And we're grounding down with all 4 corners of our feet. Lock up onto your kneecaps. So we're lifting those kneecaps. We're engaging the upper thighs. Pelvic is turned under. Belly button is going towards the spine. Shoulders, inhale them up. And then relax them back down. Hands are nice and strong. Fingers are open. And gaze is up towards your ceiling. Nice, strong mountain pose. And now together, inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Have your right hand grab your left wrist, and then exhale, fold over. Inhale, mountain pose, and exhale to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, baby back bend. So you can cactus your arms or your hands can be on your back. And just open up the chest, arching the back. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. So you can have your hands go through heart center or swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Halfway lift, our hands are either on our shins or our upper thighs, not our knees. Push your hands onto your feet or onto your legs so you're extending out through your spine. Belly button goes towards the spine. Slight tuck to your chin. Press back with your heels. This is halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Coming up 1 vertebra at a time. Again, just nice and slow here. No rush. Coming up to stand. Beautiful. Once you get to stand, inhale up. Listen here, we're doing a twist. Left hand forward, right hand to your side, or as far back as the right hand can go, keeping the hips forward. These can be at the back hand. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, twist. Right hand forward, left hand back. hips are forward. That left hip is going to want to jump back. Inhale up. Exhale, baby back bend. Again, option for cactus arms or hands at the back. Gaze is up. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to heart center or swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Gaze is down. We're strengthening through the spine here. Nice one long line of energy here. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, coming into plank pose. Walk your feet out behind you. Once you get into plank pose, bring your knees to the ground. We're going to be coming all the way to the ground for Cobra Pose. I think you guys are all there now. So lower all the way down to the ground. We're going to be doing 3 Cobra Poses here. So the feet are flapped so that the tops are pressed so firmly into the mat that your knees are off the ground. Hands are spread wide underneath your shoulders. For the first one, we're just going to inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest up. Exhale, lowering down. You can do that again, or option to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, look over the left shoulder for Cobra Twist. And exhale, lowering down. Last time, Cobra, option for twist over the right shoulder. Little to no movement in the hands. Exhale, lowering down. Pressing up to tabletop pose. Curl the toes under, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Look at the top of the mat. Again, with a nice deep bend, walk the feet for forward fold for Ragdoll. Nice hung, just hanging over here. Coming up nice and slow, rolling up here. Coming up all the way to mountain pose. We're going to bring it all together here. So inhale, exhale, bring the right hand under the left wrist, lean over. Inhale, nice strong arms up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up, listen here, coming into the twist now. Left hand forward, right hand back. Hips are forward, gaze can be at the back hand. Inhale, nice and strong mountain. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, baby back bend, your choice. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward. Listen here, bring your left leg behind you for Crescent Moon. So we're bringing the left knee down, and we're working our hands up towards the front leg. If you would like, you can put a blanket underneath for your knees. Again here, the left toes can be either curled under or flat, whichever feels best in your body. So nice straight spine here. And if you can, maybe you inch out your front foot to sink the hips down. Do what feels right in your body. Your hands can stay exactly where they are. Or if you would like to do a side stretch, keep your right forearm onto that front leg. Inhale the left hand up and just lean over towards your right. Stay here as you breathe. Exhale, bring the hand back down. We're making our way up to a crescent lunge next. So whatever way you want to do that, it's nice sometimes to have your blocks on both sides, and that helps you bring your leg up, or you can have your hands onto your legs. Nice big movement here. For crescent lunge, we have our feet in 2 different lanes. The front leg is bent. The knee is over that front ankle. Hips are forward, chest is forward. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Chest goes forward, hands go back behind you. Gaze is down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Hands come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up the stance. Back foot is parallel or a little bit towards that upper left-hand corner. Front foot is facing towards your side wall. Hands are out to a T, and you'll notice I'm not up here and I'm not way back here. The spine is in one nice long line, and then you can gaze over the right hand. Feel your heels grab towards each other. Now just straighten that front leg and bend it again. Do that one more time, maybe getting a little bit lower. Beautiful. Coming into reverse warrior for next. Flip your hand up to the sky. And then inhale, reach the right hand up. Left hand has little to no movement back here. Reaching through that right side body. Then bring the right arm onto your right leg for modified side angle. Left hand can go up or it can go over. Press down to the left edge of your pinky toe. Inhale, star pose. Toes out, heels in. Nice and strong here. Beautiful. Exhale, horse pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Come down. You're all looking good. Make some movements here. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Your fingers can be forward or your thumbs forward. See what feels best for a twist. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, bring the left shoulder down. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star pose. Stay here. We're going to come into wide-legged forward fold. So parallel your feet. You may want to have a block in front of you here. Hands out to a T. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, fold forward. So you can bring your hands onto a block, or maybe they come down to the ground. You can touch your ankles, your legs, whatever feels best for you here. Put the pressure onto the ball mounts of your toes. Keep your hips over. I can hear my daughters giggling upstairs on their spring break vacation. And you can have some free time here. Maybe you want to go to the left and to the right. Whatever feels good for you here. And then making your way back to center. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, stand up. And I'll come to the top of your mat. Coming back into mountain pose. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge over. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, listen here, right foot back. Coming into Crescent Moon. So bring the right knee down. Left knee can come forward. Again, if you want to have a blanket underneath you, you can do that. See what feels good for you here with your hips. And breathe here. So you can stay right here if you would like to do the side stretch. Have your left arm on to your left leg. Inhale the right hand up. And then exhale, lean over towards the left, stretching through the right side body. Exhale, lowering back down. Coming into that crescent lunge. So again, you can keep your hands here, curl the toes, lift the knee, or use your blocks to stand up. Coming into that high crescent lunge. All 10 toes are facing the front of the room. Nice and strong. This is a balance pose. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms, chest is forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open up your stance. Maybe that back foot goes a little bit further back. Adjust anything you need. And make some movements with that front knee a few times, straighten, bend, maybe you can go a little bit lower. All of the warrior poses, we have Uddiyana Bandha, which means that belly button is going towards the spine. We're engaging the core in all of these poses. Nice, strong warriors, gazes up towards that left hand. Flip that left hand up towards the sky and inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand goes up, right hand is down. We're stretching through that left side body. Exhale, extended side angle or modified side angle. Left arm to the leg, right arm up or over. Opening up your chest towards the side. Pressing down with that right pinky toe. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse, staying here. Coming into that twist, maybe go a little bit lower this time. Hands onto your legs. Inhale up. Exhale, one shoulder down. Inhale up. Exhale, other shoulder down. Inhale, star pose. Bring your hands to your hips and come up to the middle of or the front of your mat. We're going to be preparing for tree pose for next. So if you have a block, you can do tree pose with a block. So bringing the block between your feet. And we're going to be starting off with the right foot. So the left foot is going to be grounded. And then that right toes can just go onto the mat. And on the other side of the block, knee is out to the side. That's one option. You can bring your toes onto the block so that the foot is on the shin. Or maybe you don't even use the block and you have your foot on the shin, on your ankle. If it feels good, you can start moving your hands to center. Option to come against a wall and bring your left hand against the wall. Engage the core. Again, belly button is engaged towards the spine. Knee is out wide. Find that drishti, something to stare at. Then extend your hands up. So feel what you would like to do for your tree. Maybe there's a little bit of a wind. Maybe you have a big storm coming through. This is your expression. And challenge yourself. We want to fall out of our tree. That means that we're learning. Maybe your gaze comes up towards the sky. You now bring your hands together. Exhale to heart center. Bring your knee forward. Option to straighten that leg and bring it down. And just wiggle out a little bit as we come onto the other side. So again, if you would like to use a block, put the block between your legs, hands on your hips, ground down with the right foot, and then coming up to kickstand onto the left toes, by the block or on top of the block. Again, to see what feels best, open up the knee to the side. Find that drishti, something to look at. Engage the core, and once it feels good, maybe the hands come. Option to go on the right side with your hand on a wall. And maybe this time, keep your palms together and just bring them up. Keep the gaze. Maybe the gaze goes up towards the hands. And find that creative expression of your tree. Beautiful trees, look at that forest. Maybe the hands go out, the gaze goes up, play around here. And then wherever you are, bring the hands up together, exhale to heart center. Bring the knee forward. Option to straighten that leg and then bring it down. And just wiggle out here. We're gonna be coming down to the mat next. So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands onto the ground. And then bend the knees. Coming all the way down onto one hip and then bringing the legs forward. If you would like, take another sip of water. So we're going to be keeping the right leg out long, the left knee is bent, and the right or the left foot is into the leg. Bring your chest over the right leg. Inhale your hands up, and exhale, lean over that right leg. You can have your blocks on both sides here, any way that feels good. Just think about when we inhale, we're lengthening, straightening the spine, and then as you exhale, we're hinging over just a little bit more. One more breath here. Inhale, coming up. We're coming into an intense side stretch. So you may want to have a block in front of your right leg. Bring your right forearm onto the block, or maybe it goes onto the ground or onto your leg. See what feels good in your body. Inhale the left hand up, and then exhale, lean over. Your head can be looking towards your thumb. Shoulder is back. Gaze can be up. Stretching through that left side body. Your lungs are loving you today. And now release. Bring your left hand behind you. Bring the block to the side. So we have an option here to lift up the hips. So the first option is just bring your hand around and gaze goes up. And then exhale, bring it down. So it's like a meditative look. Otherwise, 2 times here, we're going to lift the hips. Inhale. Lift the hips up, whatever feels good for you. And then lowering back down. And looking at the hand as it crosses. And one last time. Inhale, lift your hips up. Wild thing. Exhale, lowering down. And then coming on to the other side. Bring the left leg out. The right knee is bent. Right foot comes in. And adjust your body over that left leg. And you might be using a block later, so if you want to place one here. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head closer towards the toes. Exhale, fold over. Hands can be on blocks, they can be on your leg, wherever you want. You can use a strap or a scarf here. Inhale up. Coming into that intense side stretch. So your block can be in front of you. So your forearm onto the block, your leg or to the ground. Inhale the right hand up. And just whatever your body wants to take. This is so intense. Open up your chest. Just play around with your gaze going up. Play around with bringing the shoulder back. Feeling that nice stretch, making more room for the organs in your side body. And then bringing that right hand behind your back. So again, we're going to do this 3 times. The first option, we're just going to take the left hand to the side. Bring it up. Bring the gaze up. And then exhale, lowering back down and around. And now lifting the hips if that's within your practice today, lifting them up. Any amount, gaze goes towards the back of the room for advanced. And lowering down as we sweep the hand across. One last time, inhale up. Exhale, down. And coming back to center. And now just bring your knees up towards the sky, feet are on the ground. We're gonna come all the way down to the ground. So just nice and slow. Coming into happy baby pose. So bring the knees onto the sides, open them up, and then your hands can go into your inner thighs, into your shins, or maybe they go all the way into your soles of the feet. And for the first thing is dead bug. We want to just put the tailbone in the ground, press the hands onto your feet or your legs, and press the back. And then for happy baby, we need a smile on our face and then rock side to side. And you can straighten your legs. You can do whatever you want here. This is a feel-good pose. So just do what your body is telling you that it wants to do today. And when we're leaving pose is next. So straighten that left leg. Squeeze the right knee into your right shoulder. Wrap your hands around the shin. coming into a supine twist. Bring your right hand out to a T. Inhale here. And then exhale, the right leg is going to go up and over for a twist. And that knee doesn't need to be touching. The gaze can go out over towards the right hand if that feels comfortable with you. The left hand can be out to a T or on top of the left hand. And just relax here. This is all about gravity working for you. How can you relax just 10% more? And inhale up. And switching out the legs, right leg is long now. Left knee comes into that left shoulder. So we're away from that rib cage. Hands are interlaced around the shin and squeeze that knee into that shoulder. Really have that compression here. Preparing for the spinal twist next. Bring your left hand out to a T. And then that right hand helps the left leg come up and over. And you might need to adjust your hips a little bit. Again, both hands can be out to a T, or that right hand can stay on that right leg. Gaze is out towards the left hand if that feels good. And again, it's not about the knee touching. It's best if the shoulders can both be grounded here. How can you just settle in and surrender even more? And inhale, coming back up to center. And now bring both knees into your chest and just roll around a little bit. Have a nice back massage here, doing some circles one direction and some circles the other direction. And then have your hands onto your shins. Come into a tight little ball, chin towards the chest. Take the biggest inhale of class. And then exhale, coming into Shavasana. Shavasana, your hands are to your sides. Lift the heart open by rolling the shoulders under a little bit. Your knees can stay up towards the ceiling. That might feel best for your back. Or you can lay them out long, but just take up as much space as you would like here. Shavasana is known as the hardest pose of yoga. It's not just stilling the body, but we're stilling the mind. Bring your attention back to your breath. And it's normal for thoughts to come our way, but we have the choice of what happens to those thoughts. We can entertain them, or we can send them along and choose to be in this present moment. The more we practice and train our brain to be mindful in each moment, the more we won't be going into a tailspin with anxiety or depression or overwhelm. That we'll notice when that happens and come right back to our breath and right to the here and the now. I think this time that we're all experiencing together in the world is a time to find that stillness and to find that quiet. And I think this is also a time for the younger generation to be looking up at the more mature generation, looking for advice on how to live that life. This is an awakening. Awakening doesn't happen in anyone's comfort zones. It happens when we're out of that comfort zone and seeking to find something that we're missing. And now just start to move your fingers and your toes. And then bring your hands overhead for a nice big morning stretch. And together, inhale, lengthen from your fingers and your toes. And exhale. And now bring your knees up. And if you want to roll to your right side, that means that you want more relaxing. Roll to the left side, that's more energy. So just come into that fetal position of your choice, using your arm as a pillow, and just showing yourself with gratitude for showing up today, for doing this class, for finding your community via video instead of in person. That things might be different, but that you can still take care of yourself to be the best and healthiest person you can be. And then bring your hand onto the ground and come up to an easy seated pose, just as we started class. We're going to do one breath of fire, so bring your hands to your sides. Inhale up, open mouth, let it go. Let's do that one more time. I want to hear the sides, everybody. Inhale up, open mouth, exhale. I'm imagining the sound. Inhale up, bring the palms together and lower your thumbs to your forehead to remind us of kind and loving thoughts. Because in this crazy world right now, kindness and love is what we all need to be doing every day. And bringing the thumbs to our mouth for kindness to others in our words and in our actions. And then the thumbs to our heart, that we always find the love for each other and in ourselves. The light and the teacher and the student in me respects and honors the light, the teacher, and the student in you. I believe we are one, and we are always learning and teaching each other. We seal the class with a bow, and together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, let me get